legendary rock band is marking a milestone. This is U2's 40th year in the music business. Lead singer Bono is also well known for his philanthropic work around the world. He is in New York this week for the United Nations General Assembly. I spoke with him about his activism, his music, his view of the presidential race.
And our music was always wrapped around social justice, which is where you and I met, in these, in the fight against extreme poverty. But that's how I got in the door. People weren't expecting that I wouldn't leave. But, when I would be up in Capitol Hill here or any capital, people would take the meeting just to sort of have a look at this exotic creature or whatever, a rock and roll person. But then, I didn't leave. With all the passion you have for social activism, is in any way, does it diminish the music? Well, it has been some pride for the band, the work that I've done, but it's also, I know I've embarrassed them a lot. There's people I meet that they just wouldn't want me to meet. Does Trump come to you as somebody who's a change agent? Because people are so unhappy about status quo? Or does he come to you as something else? Look, America is like the best idea the world ever came up with. But Donald Trump is potentially the worst idea that ever happened to America. Potentially. Could destroy it because of what we're saying, because America's not just a country. Ireland is a nice country. Great Britain's a great country. All the rest of it. It's not an idea. America is an idea, and that idea is bound up in justice and equality for all. Equality and justice for all, To
making America strong.
What is I think he's hijacked the party. I think he's trying to hijack the idea of America, and I think it's bigger than all of us. I think this is really dangerous. Why do you think this race is about even? Running against a woman who's been Secretary of State, a United States Senator, First Lady of the United States, and a race is about even. Well, I would not diminish Trump supporters or underestimate their angst, because I feel that in a way they have correctly assessed that the center parties haven't yet become clear. In other words, you're saying their angst is real and genuine, a sense that I worry about my country and where it is. Yeah, but there are very real problems facing not just America, but facing Europe. And remember, who's in the White House? I'm Irish. I don't have a vote, and I can't be telling people how to vote and don't want to. But I have a voice, and I can say that who sits in that office really affects everyone in this world.
Wow, that was great, because he so rarely talks about it. I like that he paid respect to Donald Trump supporters while saying they have a valid point. Yeah. They have a valid point is what he was saying.
Well, that America is an idea. It's more than a country.
And when he says, yep, I'm not going anywhere, I bet a lot of people said, I want to meet Bono, and then they realize he's serious about what he believes in.
What else he said was that he goes in the room to get people's help, and he doesn't leave until they agree to help. I mean, it included Jesse Helms, from the
very committed to what he
American
does.
politics.
Very committed.
You can see my full interview with Bono tonight on my PBS program.